Why do we stop trusting experience? When did we forget the lessons of past mistakes? Everyone knows someone who is an expert. Whether it's a plumber, a mechanic, a chef, someone you can shoot a question to and get a knowledgeable response. Real reliable help or advice. Even more so, we all know someone who knows a guy. We'll give our trust through a second-hand source, if that source is trusted. But here we are for the better part of the last decade, consistently as a country, ignoring the best of us right now and what the worst of us did in the past. You'll trust a homeopathic certification, but not a doctor from Cornell. You'll read a 100-year-old book by a psychopath to build your worldview instead of one of the hundreds explaining how that view is wrong and evil. How do you know which expert to trust, though? How can you do your own research and not be misinformed? You would have to become equally knowledgeable on the very same topic. Or you can extend that same trust you give to your brother-in-law's tile guy. Go on about your day and assume that the highly educated and skilled people that have built and kept this world running for centuries know what they were doing. Our education systems should be teaching the critical thinking and analytical skills necessary to sift through the trash and pull out the truth. Instead, they teach for a test or indoctrinate beliefs that forbid questioning altogether. Asking the right questions with an open mind, you can find out things like your brother-in-law's tile guy is a wedding photographer who helped his uncle one summer lay some tile in his grandmother's house. That is where we are now. The powerful are either ignoring the failures and lessons of the past or using that knowledge to further another agenda. If we had all been taught the tools to answer our own question, why, we would not be here. Is it stupidity or ignorance? Greed or revenge? There is no secret shadow plan with specific goals enumerated in a PowerPoint. There is no evil organization plotting all this out. It is overlapping Venn diagrams of rich, powerful, influential people's ideology being tugged and morphed. The overall result will be a population suffering and more willing to give up freedom, rights, wealth, whatever, all in exchange for relief from the suffering caused by the very same who inflicted it. When there is a spectrum, a bell curve for everything, ask why then is our political system binary? Do you think this is on purpose? You have thousands of food options for every meal, more than a lifetime worth of shows to watch, but only 2 choices for president? Ask who benefits. Weigh your choices against truth and not how you hope or want it to be. What's worse, promising to help people to get votes or promising to hurt people to get votes? The solutions are challenging, but a good start beyond a few generations of functional educations would be getting rid of Citizens United. Get big donor money and corporate sponsorships out of politics. To do that, you need a favorable lineup of Supreme Court justices with the right case in front of them. We can only get there with years and years of voting the right people into the White House and Congress. But before that, we have to find the new leaders, the experts at the local level. Think of it like the minor leagues, farming talent. Without new, honest statesmen being promoted with these specific goals in mind, we would be looking at decades instead of years. Are we doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past? Repeating the cycles, as if we were part of some sick simulation? Seems that way. But we are here now because they never gave up. They kept probing every weakness and advancing their agenda with every advantage they gained. Maybe it's time people with compassion and integrity find a way of doing the same.